Hello guys, welcome to this week. In this week in the shed, I have some good news. So I haven't had the camera on for this because it was experimental and electrical fault finding is always a problem, but good news. So the other week when the fuse blew, it didn't blow quick, it blew too slow. And that was causing issues. So when I did it anyway, so didn't record any of this, but basically the fuse here was the one that was the culprit, and that was the one that was really too powerful. So I changed all the fuses, nothing worked at all. So what I've done is I took all the fuses out, I then sprayed the hell out of this with WD-40 and cleaned all the contacts, because this contact here was burnt. There was burn marks on it, so I thought, okay, that could be affecting the continuity. And well, oh yeah, that, well, of course that won't work. But yeah, lights are working. The bike now switches on. This is a bit temperamental because this is supposed to be turning on as well, but this doesn't turn on. But the light comes on. Brake lights are working. We're all good. The horn all works. So we're back. We're back, baby. Right, let's start with some easy tasks things. So I've got this fuse box cover that I designed and printed off, and I'm just going to drill a hole for it. But it looks like it will do the job of covering over the fuses, because I'm meant to have one, I believe. So I'm just going to work out that would be a good place to go. Yeah. And I've also got from Honda, from my local motorcycle shop, P50 Motorcycles. They managed to get me this part. Well, hey. So yeah, £2.50 something it was, 53 or 50. I don't know, whatever it was. It wasn't a lot, but yeah, I needed this spacer, and it's a very weird shape and everything. So yeah, let's do the. I don't know. Let's just do something. Right. So I stuck a flasher relay in. And I've got my fuse box cover in, so I cut it down a little bit. See, now what I was going to do originally was I was going to bolt it in, but then I thought, you know what, if I bolt it in, that means every time I have to get the fuse box, which could be quite regularly on this build, so yeah, I just thought I'd velcro it instead, because then it's just one tab that comes away to reveal it. Tick tick. Tick 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 tick. Fuse box cover is done. A bit rough, but it's fine. So a few videos ago I said I wasn't happy with the front wheel, the way it was sitting. Now I don't think it ever had it when I got it, so because I spent a while looking for this part. So yeah, I got the part. Here it is. I wasn't happy with the front wheel, the way it was sitting, and that's all it was. It was just slightly out, and that spacer is tiny, and that's what I was missing. So yeah, I just kind of noticed it, and then I looked at pictures, and that's the spacer. So we've got to tighten this one up 50 Newton meters, and the other side, these pinch bolts need to be done at like 20 or something. 1.7. Got my big jug here. I took the bike for a quick spin, and you know what? It pulls really well. Really confident, inspiring. Started up. There's nothing. Once it's warmed up, it doesn't splutter or anything like that. Blows a bit of smoke, but it is quite cold today, so that could be half of the reason. We're only just about in the plus, so that could be half of it. Yeah. Not too bad, not too shabby, that little run, wasn't it? So yeah, we need to padding, fit battery, 12 volts hour, wing mirrors, and then start another list here because there's a couple of things that I've found on the little test ride that I weren't happy with that. Right, so what I'm going to do today is sort the battery situation out. So I was going to go with a capacitor, but that seems like money spending. And I've got a far better idea. So the battery I used to test, this is the battery I used to test the bike, which is a sealed battery, so that's good because it doesn't slosh, it doesn't leak. so that's good, and that's what you want for an off-road bike or a trail bike. You can get them cheap batteries for about 15 quid, but they're not 100% sealed, or you need a license to be able to buy the acid to fill them or whatever. So anyway, you just want something that's a sealed battery unit, something that can be mounted most ways would be good, but the battery is going to be too small for my battery tray, so I bought this. It's a foam knee pad. Now my question is, do I recycle my old knee pad or use the new one? Oh, this one's bigger. Okay, so I'll definitely be keeping my old one. Perfect. Alright, so there we are, strapped in. Strapped in, so we just need to wire all this sucker up. One of these. If we're going to go on an adventure, we're going to need power. The Weebay. And then I 3D printed that. I mean, to be honest, I could have just bought a thing for a tenner, but I'm trying to do this as cheaply as possible. I like my Velcro, so I've got a couple of Velcro straps there. Bit of Velcro here. Up. I mean, it's not solid, but it holds it in place, and I'll just put a zip tie around it as well. Oh, that's not bad work today. So yeah, patch that in there. Everything's wired in. So I've got my fuse box cover. A bit loose, but that ain't going anywhere. That's solid. That's not going anywhere at all. And I've even got my charging plug for the sat navs. Just gonna cut these bits off, and awesome stuff. And the electrics still work. Yep, that's all good. Right, so I've had a haircut. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. If you did enjoy, give it a like or whatever. I'm literally waiting for parts now. There's a few more little niggles and little problems that I found with the bike, so I'm just gonna have to wait for parts. And yes, it works. Yes, there's a few oil leaks, and hopefully I can address them over a week or so. And there's a couple of other little issues with the bike, which I might go into next time if I get the parts. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next update, whenever that will be. Oh, no KTM again. Still waiting for parts. Yeah, well, it's we're in February now. Holy cow, no parts still. Well, he's got them now, I think, but it's just, holy cow, it took ages to come. So yeah, hopefully KTM next time, but I guess we'll wait and see.